Sometimes goes missing in games when you need him to. Rashford's in. Rashford! Oh, it's 1-0! And for all Eric Bailly's hard work for the first chance, Marcus Rashford's profited from an Eric Bailly mistake. Yes! Come on, Alonso. We need a good cross from you, please. Alonso's delivery towards Rashford! Celta 2, Manchester United 0. And it's that man again, Marcus Rashford with a goal. Cyprian. Golovin again. Looking for the curler. This time it's golden. We finally have the breakthrough. Jeez, this has been taking so much out of us. A mixture of Neuer playing unbelievably well and us just wasting chances. Fekir might be in here as well. Come on, Fekir, finish this off. Fekir! Thank you! Celta 2, Bayern 0. That's been coming for so long. Who steals this one back? Belotti across the face of goal to Golovin. Flicks it across. It's got to be Sisto. It's 4-2. Bayern crumbled in the last few minutes here. And we took full advantage of it. Not sure what happened to Manuel Neuer there for a moment, because it looked like he got caught in two minds. And then Belotti wins it back off Gollum. Squares it across. Golovin keeps calm and patient. Lays it to Sisto. And Pion hits another one for Celta Vigo. Neuer scrambling across. Couldn't make it. And in the end, we've actually got a 4-2 win here by the looks of things. That was it. The referee's brought it to a close. We're going to a Champions League final. Moment for the Champions League, though. It is going to be Celta Vigo versus Atletico Madrid. It will be an all-Spanish final. That makes it very interesting indeed, because as you know, historically in this series against Atletico Madrid, I'd say they've been probably the closest rivals to us. We've had some tough games against Real and Barca, but ultimately I think Atletico have been one of our tougher opponents, along with Sevilla as well. So yeah, here we are then. Time for the Champions League final, our first ever with Celta Vigo. Before then, though, we do have to play a couple of league games. I said I wanted to try and witness the boys lifting a trophy, so these are going to be used as warm-up games for me to get into the swing of things. But you gotta say, it's a massive episode today. For many of these lads as well, it's probably going to be their biggest game of their careers. So let's just hope we don't crumble. But we do have the warm-up game, as I said, against Betis, so we are going to jump into that now. We're going to play our backup side to not risk any injuries, but my goodness me. Definitely beginning to feel the nerves. I'm sure before we jump into that game later on in the episode, I will be a little bit nervous, but hopefully this game here will get me warmed up, ready to go, and I won't embarrass you guys, and we will bring home our Champions League trophy. First game coming up, we're going to jump straight into it. No hesitation today, and yeah. Also, you may notice we're wearing the England shirt again. That's because the last two episodes that I've played of this series, where we faced Manchester United in the Champions League, and Bayern Munich for that matter, I wore the England shirt on both occasions, and it seemed to bring us a little bit of luck. It seemed like we were playing better, so I decided I had to wear it again because of that situation. But still, guys, we will hopefully see our way through to a Champions League final, and we will hopefully win it as well, and see if we can't, you know, bring it home for the first time. But in many ways, if we do win it in this episode today, there's not really much else for us to do in the series, which might then make me think about starting a new career mode. But until I've won the Champions League, that's the main aim. So we are on our way for the first game, just trying to get a feel of things, trying to warm myself up to play a huge game in that one, as Andres Pereira is already looking for a shot. Hit it straight at Adrian Martin. And it's really just about trying to get my fingers warm, trying to get going. Why did it not highlight Gomez there? That was an inch-perfect cross, and it should have highlighted him. As I'm going to give the ball away now. Yeah, perfect. Vas, Kimura, now Albo Ruiz to take this away. Can he get a pass, though? That's the question. He just about squeezed it towards Andres Pereira, who lays it out wide to the left. That's going to be half-time, though. And as the first half has come to a close, I know we've got our backup side out, but I haven't been able to create anything. Been very, very poor with that final ball. I was like that as well in the Road to Glory series when I did have a full-strength side out. I might need to think about a change or two here. Maybe Maxi Gomez potentially, switch it out to a different formation. This one doesn't seem to really be working. Potentially we could bring off Vas. Maybe push... Yeah, let's do that. Let's push Palacios up further the pitch. So he can play in this sort of area here as like a centre forward. And then we'll push Ruiz over ever so slightly. So he remains as a striker. And then we're going to bring on Maxi Gomez. So switch of formation, 4-4-2, I guess you can say, although Maxi Gomez is really pushing the position out wide there. But he comes on. He's been injured for a large part of the season. I don't think he'll be part of my Champions League final team that plays. but we'll still get to use him and see if he's got enough in his locker to add something to the team on the day. Immediately, though, given away by Abel Ruiz. I'm sick and tired of this setting. I really am. I knew for a fact, as soon as that shot came in, it was going in. I knew as soon as it left his boot, that was going bottom corner. Like, it's not been a great first game here. I'm not going to deny it and say that we deserve anything out of the game, because we've not really played well. But if this happens to me in the Champions League final, what can I do? Like, he just takes one touch and smashes this bottom corner. There's no way. If I wasn't playing on these slider settings, that wouldn't go in. And this is why it's annoyed me this year's game. Why can't EA make Legendary the difficulty that it was last year? You know, where I didn't have to mess around with slider settings. Because now, Victor Camareza has just put them 1-0 in front. Doesn't matter if we lose the game or not. That's irrelevant. But it's just frustrating because I'm sure you guys understand where I'm coming from when I say this. That wouldn't go in normally. Sessegnon. Now Vass back towards Ryan Sessegnon. The pass had no pace in it at all though. It's too hard to work something when the ball's not going with any real pace. As Owusu turns inside. That's a brilliant turn actually from Owusu. Gets the shot away as well. Imagine the scenes. If Owusu would have put us back in this game. That's our first shot of this game, by the way. I'm not even kidding you. Or it might be our second, but the first one I can actually remember. We've been far from good here. I'm not going to deny that, guys. We have deserved to lose this game. It's just the way the goal went in that's annoyed me, really. Now they come forward again. But don't forget as well, this side won't be the side that plays in that Champions League final. I'm just trying to brush everything out of the back of my mind because I need to remain focused and professional with that game coming up. But I can't let anything really get to me ahead of it. Because, you know, you want to go into it a fresh mind and play well. But having said that, the confidence isn't really flowing here as Andrea Belotti's going to take this away. Maxi Gomez, you've got the pace. Use your run. Run at your man. Why is he not taking him on for pace? Do you know what I mean? In a straight foot race, he might... that was a fake shot. Oh, everything's going wrong for this first game. Everything's going wrong for the first game. When do we lift the trophy, by the way? Because we're not even celebrating it. We lost the game. I played it because I wanted to see us lift the trophy, and it turns out that we're not even doing that. So for this game here against Granada, I'm going to play it because we haven't seen ourselves lift the trophy, and not only am I going to play it, I'm going to play our strongest team. We're going to smash Granada, we're going to get the confidence going, and we're going to go into that final, and we're going to win it. So let me change around the side. Now Fekir comes back in. Pion Sisto goes up front alongside Marcus Rashford. In the middle, we're going to have Golovin obviously coming back into the starting 11. He's going to move out to the left where Cyprian is. Gomez out, Manolas in, Marcus Alonso at left back, into Delict at the centre back. On the bench, is there anybody I'm missing? I don't really think so. No, I'm not really. So, yeah, we're about to get into this game against Granada. We're going to smash them. I'm going to smash them. Confidence is going to start flowing through my veins. Then, we're going to play the Champions League final against Atletico. We're going to win it. You never know as well. We might actually be able to see ourselves lift the league trophy as well, because we haven't been able to see that yet. I'm assuming it's going to be this game here. Otherwise, I've got no idea. I've tried doing it when we secured the title. Tried doing it when we had our first home game. Didn't work then either. Tried doing it with the second game after we won the title. Didn't work there because that was the game just gone. Maybe it's the final day of the season we get to lift it. But let's do it anyways, boys. Time to get the confidence flowing before that final. The only way you do that, win this game. So, Pion Sisto's in, the top scorer of La Liga this season. Massive amount of goals. We've got our best 11 out there. I'm expecting chances galore. I'm expecting goals as well. Here's Fekir already in towards Rashford. Looking for the first chance of the game as Marcus Rashford already using the pace to get in behind. Rashford dinks it. Sisto was very, very nearly there for 1-0. Immediately, it's showing. When you have a much better team, you just create chances so easily. Comparing it to how I felt playing at the last one. Rashford towards Fekir. Fekir's in. Okay, I need to sort myself out. Because that was meant to be a driven shot and I messed it up. So, the way I'm playing, I can't go into the Champions League final playing like this. Fekir stood over this throw-in. Throws it back towards Marcus Alonso. A lot of space on the right for Hugo Mayo. Touches it down. It's not the greatest first touch in the world, but he keeps hold of it. Now Rashford. Back towards Allen. Now Golovin. Rashford again. See. Oh, my goodness. Why are all these passes horrific? Alonso's throw-in towards Sisto. Back to Marcus Alonso. Come on, Marcus. We need something to work. Crying out loud. I can't seem to find my passing rhythm today. And I'm getting frustrated because of the fact we have this massive game coming up. Cyprian towards Sisto. Sisto! Get in! There we go. Celta 1, Granada 0. Finally a breakthrough. Pion Sisto with another goal for himself. But the way we're playing, I'm being serious, guys. The way we are playing, if we do this against Atletico Madrid, they're gonna smash me to pieces. Maybe I'm bigging them up too much, but the way we've played against them in recent, years, they've shown that they can score goals. And if I don't take my chances, the likelihood is they are going to score goals. So we've got like a 2-week break between this game and the Champions League final, so I don't really need to worry about resting players. But even so, this whole smashing Granada type thing that I was talking about before kickoff, it's not really going the way I wanted it to. We're only 1-0 up after the first half, and we weren't exactly brilliant in that first half either. Sisto, Fekir, Golovin, Rashford. This is better. Much better the way we move that ball around. But then I might have to I still can't find the breakthrough even after moving it around really well. Cyprian comes away with it again. There's so many bodies back for Granada that I just can't get back between them. Marcos Alonso now needs to whip a good cross in. Oh my goodness. The delivery from these wide areas today. Appalling. And seriously, I'm considering not starting Marcos Alonso in that Champions League final. He's just been appalling today. Hugo Mai hasn't been much better either, actually. So I can't really say too much about that. Rashford through towards Cyprian. What was that? What's that? And if he's not carded here, the ref's had a shocker. Because that is a definite card. What's he going to give him? It's going to be a red, as I thought. I thought it should have been a red card because we're going through on goal with Cyprian. It's only going to be a free kick, so it's not like we have a massive opportunity here. And it's going to be Marcos Alonso and Rashford and Fekir stood over it. Question is, though, who's it going to be? Probably Alonso. And again, off target. Yep, Sessegnon's coming on. Fekir's up there. Rashford now towards Golovin. Sisto's making the run. If Golovin can use him, and he can do. Sisto cuts it back on the right foot. Pion Sisto, what a finish. He's going to be needed in that final. And he's going to have to perform really well. But that is a beautiful finish from Pion Sisto. With 22 minutes left on the clock, Granada 0, Celta 2. But we can't really read into this because now we're playing against 10 men. We're not going to be playing against 10 men against Atletico unless they get a red card, obviously. Now, there has been times in the past when I played the Champions League final, and we have been fairly lucky in the aspect that a team has had a player sent off nice and early. I don't think Atletico will do that. But then again, you never know. You never know. But nevertheless, a Pion Sisto double puts us into the victory. And now it's just all about getting in momentum ahead of the Champions League final. Try not to concede as well would be a great start. I mean, we are against 10 men. Come on, boys. Hugo Mayo wins it and comes away with it. Sessegnon again. Another chance to whip a cross in. This one was a little bit better, but it still cleared away on as far as Golovin, as he can take on a few players. Alexander Golovin straight through. He goes. Golovin. Oh! Nearly a bit of a lucky goal there. Nabil Fekir on the short corner. Too easy. Too easy for Fekir. And still Fekir brought down. Nothing. What? Referee just blows for full time. So, are we going to lift the trophy now, boys? Or is that not a thing? Because I've played every single game since we mathematically secured the title. And yet, we still didn't get to lift the trophy. Yeah, we're not going to get to lift it by the looks of things. So, let me know, guys. As I said, I've played every game since we mathematically secured it. And there hasn't been one time where we've lifted it. And I didn't skip it or anything like that. So, there you go. Must just not be able to lift it in this year's game. But that is the case. Anyways, now we have the most important game of the season. The way we're playing as well, the way I'm playing, I'm not so sure this is going to go our way. Oh, the nerves are beginning. But I've got faith in Pion Sisto. He's pretty much the only... Oh, and Golovin. They're the only two at the moment who I can safely say have had a really good season. It looks like, by the way, that Alexander Golovin is going to join Chelsea in real life. But I guess we'll see if that's going to come to fruition or not. But I'm going to skip down the days and I'll be back in a moment, ready for the Champions League final. Our first time appearing in it, an all-Spanish final. Who is going to win it? Few things to show you before we go into this final. The Copa de España was actually won by Atletico Madrid, so they've got that winning feeling. It can work both ways. Either you could continue it and you know, get another victory, or it could come back to haunt you. If you're in that celebration mode, if you're already thinking about celebrating, it might cause them a problem. Because we've just won the league. They've just won the Copa de España. I've also been praising Sisto, saying how good his performances are. But, I mean, this is just one game. It honestly comes down to just this moment. And anything is possible. Just to show you as well, Ep14, I do believe, did win the La Liga Golden Boot. I'm not sure who got player of the tournament. I'm going to guess it was Ep14 as well because I missed the message. It actually popped off when I was trying to go towards it. But, yeah, he got it with 30 goals, which is a sensational return. Andrea Belotti actually got the most assists in the league, but clean sheets, we didn't get that. It went to Rico. Luckily, though, if you look at that, Oblak also only had 9 clean sheets. He had even less than Lopez. So maybe I'm bigging this Atletico side up a bit too much. But in terms of team choice, I thought about it, and I've decided that I'm going to go with this side that's about to come up on your screen. To give you guys understanding as to why, I wasn't convinced by Marcos Alonso, and so that is why Ryan Sessegnon is going to start at left back. Vass has come into the midfield for that experienced, and I guess you could say as well, surprise inclusion of Andrea Belotti. He starts up front for us today instead of Marcus Rashford. My plan is to bring Rashford on off the bench when things get a little bit more tough for Atletico Madrid. It is at the Santiago Bernabeu, so arguably home advantage for Atletico because the Santiago Bernabeu, of course, is in Madrid with Real Madrid. But then it could work the other side of that as well, being a rival. We'll see. Legendary difficulty as always. The slider settings remain unchanged as they have done. I'm just praying. I'm praying that we can get this job over the line. I've not played well today, and I think that's down to me just having an awful episode. But we need to dig deep. We need to find our way in this game and work out how we are going to be able to win it. As we spoke about, the biggest game of some of these players' lives comes up next. It is the Champions League final. We're going to need a big game from Sisto, a big game from Fekir. You know, we're going to need Manolas to step up the back. We're going to need a massive game from large numbers of these players. If it's as simple as the 2 games going into this was, you know, Man United in the double leg and then Bayern Munich as well, we should comfortably win this. But we know it's not going to be as simple as those games. We know that it's going to be tough. We know that Atletico are going to be a tough outfit to crack. The only downside is that we've been able to keep, you know, chances for our opponents quite low. If we can keep Atletico quiet again today, there's every chance we're going to win this. I mean, we conceded a few goals down the line. 3 in the last one against Bayern, having scored 6, though, on the other side of that. So, I mean, we have scored goals. There's the trophy, of course, on offer. Let's take a look at the side in which Atletico are going to play. I've seen Saul in there. I've seen Griezmann in there. I've seen Mariano as well. Players to watch is Ep14. I highlighted him. I said he was going to be important. He is going to be mightily important today. Here is the Atletico starting 11 then, guys. Griezmann, Mariano up front, Saul, Partey, Gianmario and Corona in the midfield 4. Danny Rose, Jonathan Tah, Savic and Vesealco as the back 4. And Oblak in goal. I'm pretty sure Savic joins us next season as well. So if you could do me a solid and just, you know, make a few mistakes here, that would be fantastic. You already saw our team, so I'm not going to wait around. But without further ado, Champions League's here. Our first time in it. And I don't know what to take from this game. We'll either play really well and we'll get the win, or I'll perform horribly and it'll all go to pot. I guess we'll just find out. It's a massive 90 minutes coming up. Sessegnon already through towards Ep14, trying to take it round. Savic. Sisto just about keeps hold of it, but can't squeeze it through to anybody or get a shot away himself. That's easy for Manolas against Griezmann. If they go to the aerial battle against him, I'm going to have that all day long as Hugo Mayo now trying to go past Sol. He's got the pace to beat him, but hasn't been able to get past him on this occasion. Luckily, we still got it. Alan now on the ball. Trying to find something to go forwards. That's a great delivery. Sisto! Oh, a massive chance inside 8 minutes. Jan Oblak happy to see that one into his hands as Ep14 gets on the end of an Allen cross. And we very, very nearly had the first goal of the game. Unfortunately, though, it wasn't. If that was Andrea Belotti potentially instead of Ep14 on the head, maybe that was 1-0. Golovin against Vesealco. Easy for Paul Lopez, and that's a foul on the Celta goalkeeper from Antoine Griezmann. And that should be a yellow card. It is a yellow card for Griezmann. So, 11 minutes have gone here. Griezmann booked, and we have already had a chance. Nice win back from Sessegnon. Now Belotti towards Sisto. Sisto towards Golovin. This is good. And it's actually Fekir, not Golovin. Fekir skips inside. Fekir looking for Belotti. Still comfortable Fekir, and I couldn't actually shoot. Oh, I fake shotted by accident. I was trying to actually shoot there with Nabil Fekir. As now we'll find Alan. Where is the run? Look at that space for Hugo Mayo that he just doesn't run into. Why do they always just stand still? Acres of space, and then they're like, nah, I'm just going to stand here for now. Alan towards Belotti, in towards Sisto. Gets the shot away, and Vasialko's there again. Defending is due here for Atletico Madrid. We have been on the front foot for the large part of this 25 minutes. We just don't want to get caught on the counter. That's the only problem. Fekir's trying to go over and stop that. In between Atletico Madrid, they're actually going to get a chance here. Rose is intended pass, cut out by Vas. Saul crossing. Mariano's there, but De Ligt is underneath it. Now Fekir up towards Belotti. We need Sisto to make a run. Why is Pion just stood still? I don't actually know, but it's come to Pion Sisto. Trying to shift it and get on the other side. He will find Golovin. Sessegnon on the overlap. Ryan Sessegnon, please, a good delivery. It's not a great one. Why is it always going poor, the deliveries, when we need them to be good? Fekir. Allen. On the ball again. Looks for a way through. We'll find Fekir again. Hugo Mayo's run was tracked very well indeed. Trying to keep hold of the ball now. Sessegnon again. He's out on the left. Acres of space again. Ryan Sessegnon, better this time, please. Delivery again, and Corona blocks it behind. My fullbacks so far this episode... Hold up. We've got a penalty. What? I'm going to miss this. Oh, it's a penalty. Oh, Corona, what are you doing? Shocking decision made. And now Andrea Belotti has the chance from the spot. Belotti! Yes! Celta 1, Atletico 0. Get in! Pressure's off. I thought genuinely, I thought I was going to miss that. Oh my goodness. People question why Belotti was in the team ahead of Rashford. Rashford even came into us and said, listen, I want to play. But I stuck with Andrea Belotti. And the Italian, who has not had a good year in this season, has just scored a massive penalty kick in this Champions League final. And you could probably tell by my reaction, I felt that. Oh man, whew, pressure's off. And now we can play our usual game. It's his 8th Champions League goal so far. I think he's actually our top scorer in the Champions League, Andrea Belotti, which is surprising considering I said he had a bad season. But it isn't even Pion Sisto who finds the breakthrough. And you could say as well, came from absolutely nothing. I was there complaining about the fact that my wide men, you know, my fullbacks, weren't able to put good enough crosses in. And then all of a sudden, one comes in, and it was a handball given against Corona that gave us a spot kick. Now, though, this is where it gets a little bit dangerous, because Atletico will start to throw men forward, and we know that we can't usually defend very well. Sisto to Belotti, back towards Pion. Is he in? No, he's not. Vasialko covers really well, and unfortunately, it's not another chance. I need to sneeze as well, but I don't want to pause it just yet, because the ball hasn't gone out of play. I'm going to just hold my sneeze if I can. Uh-oh. That's not great. Oh, that's twice. I won the ball back twice, and they've still got away with it. They're going to score. Oh, my goodness me. 2 tackles, and somehow they still got it. Luckily, Saul's effort was poor. Allen, half-time whistle goes, and now I can try and sneeze. I need to look at a light. It didn't work. It's gone. That is the worst feeling in the world when you lose a sneeze. Oh, man. He's still right there. I can't do it. But anyways, half-time whistle goes. We lead here by a goal to 0. This game, the way it's going, right? Like, it's been a pretty weird first half. By all accounts, we've been good. We dominated. But you just know they're going to get that chance that you don't want to see happen as Corona. Allen, great win back. What a win back that was. Sisto. Now Belotti. Vas is the man free. We will find the Danishman. And now Vas again comes forward. Andrea Belotti's making a run if he can use him. Jonathan Tah just stood off me there. Hello, Vas. Do you want to actually kick the ball next time you try and do that instead of just giving it back? Nevertheless, Golovin's made up for it. What a win back that was. Allen. Out wide is Hugo Mayo. Here he is, the Spanish fullback. Can we get a good delivery from him? Hugo Mayo. Oh, brilliant. That is brilliant. Crosses. A Max Sisto, and Oblak is there. What a brilliant piece of skill by Hugo Mayo. Takes on his man. Does him. But then the cross was there, and Sisto, unfortunately, not the man you want to fall the header to. English wasn't my strong point. I meant to say, not the man you would want the header to fall to. That's the way I was supposed to do it. Don't know what's wrong with my brain today. Allen, Golovin, Vas again. Hugo Mayo has got acres of space again. Can we get another good delivery? Again, though, it's going to be Sisto, the man that we're aiming for. Instead, it's whipped across with real pace. Vas will be the man to pick this up. He's just going to put one in towards the box. Sisto there again. Savic away. Pressure mounting on Atletico here. And so far, they're withstanding it. Vas again is there. Looking for another cross. Savic away again. Again, though, it's coming back at them. Golovin, Sessegnon. 22 minutes to hold on to this slender 1-0 lead for a penalty. And now here is Nabil Fekir. towards Vass. Vass, Sisto again. Trying to make sure that we don't lose the ball really cheaply. Vass again. Out wide towards Hugo Mayo. This is good. Come on, boys. Whips the cross in. Belotti's header. Jan Oblak with another important stop. And now it's time for changes, I think. It is going to be time. Belotti's going to come off. We are going to bring on Marcus Rashford. Honestly, I don't know how we haven't scored again. I'm also going to bring on Marcus Alonso for Ryan Sessegnon. Get some new legs and fresh legs at the back. But another big, big stop from Jan Oblak. Stops this going 2-0. And I'd have felt much more confident at that. Corona feeds it towards Thomas Partey now. Looking down the line. Please, will Hugo Mayo win that? He doesn't. Sol takes it round Mayo as he goes through the legs of the defender. De Ligt, though, comes away with it. And luckily, we're out. Uh-oh. I wanted too long on the ball. I didn't actually see Griezmann tracking back all that way. Daniel Vass, though, wins it back. Good stuff. Now Sisto up towards Rashford. Why is Marcus Rashford running towards Pion Sisto? If he ran the other way, we could have played the through ball, and maybe Marcus Rashford would have made it 2-0. But he ran towards Pion Sisto instead. As Sisto will get it back. Look at it, he's doing it again. Fekir towards Vass. Manolas is... What is Manolas doing? We're on defensive, Manolas, mate. Fekir! Oh, Black saves it. But we're into the 90th minute, and this could be the end of the game. Savic has come off. I have a corner. I'm not going to do anything silly with this, though, am I? Let's face it. We're going to go short to Golovin. Keep it in the corner. Why on earth would I do anything different? Golovin. Actually, Fakir's got away here. Nabil Fakir's delivery towards Sisto. It's up in the air. Somebody get it. Never mind. Celta have won their first Champions League trophy. It's a little bit anticlimactic because, honestly, the game didn't really have a lot going for it. A penalty is what separates it. But it's even more important that I now scored that penalty. And the way I played in today's episode, I honestly felt like this was going to be... I don't want to say it, but I felt like we were going to lose the game. The way I played. Jesus. Like, even in this game, to be honest, we didn't play very well at all. We got a lucky penalty, which I was able to put in the back of the net. Yes, maybe, you know, Oblak did make a couple of saves, but even so, we weren't brilliant. And Hugo Mayo's going to get a lift the Champions League trophy. I'm going to let it play out, but obviously, guys, as well, what else do we do from here? Because, I mean, ultimately, we're done pretty much now. The only other thing would be a Copa de España, but I'm not even that bothered about it. So as Hugo Mayo goes to step up and take this one, we're going to get to lift it. I can't believe it. We've done it. There it is. Hugo Mayo. He's been with us since the start. He's been our captain. And he is the man who gets to lift the Champions League trophy. Few players in there who have been instrumental. You can't deny the impact that Pion Sisto has made this season and that Alexander Golovin has made as well. The aerial shots of the Santiago Bernabeu. It is a Spanish or an all-Spanish Champions League final. And we have got the better of Atletico Madrid, courtesy of an Andrea Belotti penalty. Clearly, the boys are very happy with their impact today, and I can't really say much more than I'm thrilled to have won that. Obviously, there's much more we could have done. Could have played better. We could have, you know, created more chances. But I can't believe I'm saying this. Champions League final victory where we actually got a clean sheet. I don't think I was going to say that. I didn't expect us to keep a clean sheet. So the fact that I'm saying that now is crazy. But there it is, boys. Champions League winners. Enjoy it, lads, because I've got to say this might be the last one that we win, depending on what happens now with the series. There we go. Unbelievable scenes. Not a much of an entertaining game for a neutral to enjoy. But you've got to say this. This penalty from Andrea Belotti was mightily important. Mightily important. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Puts it in the corner. And I honestly expected to miss it. You guys know my penalty record is bad. But today, we scored it. And ladies and gentlemen, how good does that look on your screen? Nabil Fekir sat alongside myself with the Champions League trophy. Player of the competition, Bayern's Lewandowski got it. Interesting. Was he the top scorer? Is that the reason why he got it? Potentially. That could be it. Anyways, yeah, in terms of what's next to come, though, guys, in the series, I'm most likely going to give a little poll. That's a crazy, crazy season for Pion Sisto, by the way. 30 goals. Let's have a look at the Champions League goals then. I'm going to probably leave a poll on the top right of the video, so it should be there, that side. To just basically get your guys' opinion. Do we continue for another year and try and I guess, win? Yeah, he got the top scorer award. To try and win the Copa de España? Or should I end the season off here, series off here as well, and maybe make another career mode on the channel before we decide to, I guess, leave FIFA 18, because we are now, what, 2 months away from the next FIFA, and I think 2 months is a respectable time for me to make a new career mode and have it going on the channel, and then that way we'll be able to hopefully get something going, and then by the end of that, that'll probably be the end. So if you do want to see a new one that replaces potentially this one, I'll leave a link in the, well, they'll leave a poll in the top right hand side of the video for you guys to vote on. Just give me what you guys think. This won't be the final episode, because depending on what happens, if you guys vote for it to be a new series that comes to the channel in place of this, I'll be doing like a roundup video where we show how we performed, the best players and such. If it's not, and you guys vote for the series to continue for another year, then we'll just come back again in the next season, I guess you can say. So that's it from me, though, for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you did enjoy it, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, thank you so much for all of your support on the channel as well. Understand that if the series does come to a close and you guys vote for it, you will also tell me who you want to see as a new career mode on the channel. I'll give you guys an option of teams, and you'll vote for the ones that are the most voted for. Will be picked, and will be the team that we will be doing a new series with. So, that's it, guys. Champions League winners, league winners. I'm not really bothered about the Copa de España, if I'm being honest. And, yeah, it's been a great season. As I mentioned, we'll go through the top scorers and all that good stuff, but I just want to show you Pion Sisto's contribution this season. 38 goals in 53 games. 30 with 10 assists in 34 in La Liga. Scenes. What a player he has been. Catch you all again soon, guys. Adios.